Hey YouTube, this is Matt with Olympus Reptiles. Apparently I have to speak real slow because this is my third take at an intro, and I find that quite embarrassing because we film in one take all the time. But today my mouth is apparently full of baby shit and I can't talk. Okay, now that that's out of the way, let's talk. So I'm going to go on a rant today. That's why I'm really messing things up, because I am angry. Not really angry, but this is a subject that pisses me off. So we're going to share it with you. Check this animal out. By the way, if you don't know what this is a little black pastel mahogany we're raising up that was born here. I really like this little girl. We're going to work some cool shit into it. But let's say you walk in to your local pet shop. It can be a big box store, Petco, PetSmart. It can be Pop's Pets. I don't care what the name of it is. It doesn't fucking matter. You go into your local pet shop and you see this there. And let's say you're like, oh, they've got it in the cage with 7 others. And they've got it on a green carpet. And they got this bright light in its face. And they're doing all these things. It's just not right. They don't have a thermostat. We don't have this. This one doesn't. It looks thin and dehydrated. It looks like all of these things. Oh my God, what must I do? I must rescue it. Caleb, I'm going to give you this to put back. We're rescuing it. Oh, we bought it. We rescued it. And then you go online, you go on to Facebook, or you go on to wherever, and you're like, I rescued this animal from this poor, terrible situation at Pets R Us. If that's a place, I'm sorry. I'm trying hard not to use the names of places because it's not the point. Of Dildo's Pet Shop. They just weren't doing a good job, and so I rescued it from poor Dildo's Pet Shop. And I'm going to ask you, hey, what'd you pay for that? Oh, I had to give this to rescue it. You didn't rescue shit. Honest to goodness, and this is going to sound very, 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 very cold-hearted, okay? But when you do that, you promote those places, okay? You promote them. They're going to, wasn't me this time. You're going to cause them to continue to sell those kind of animals because somebody walked in the door and bought it. You took more money than they paid, you gave it to them, you took their animal, and they made a profit. That is not a rescue. That's a purchase, y'all. You bought it. When you buy, you promote what they're doing. Even if that's not your heart's intent. You're still promoting what they're doing. So they're going to continue to do that. Okay? The best thing you could do is don't buy from places if you walk in and you can't accept how they're doing things. Doesn't mean it's going to be perfect. I can tell you your basic pet shop is not going to be perfect, okay? A lot of that's there to be temporary and out the door in a pretty quick order. But when you walk in and you think, this is so terrible, there's 8 weeks of shit in there, nobody's giving this water, its water dish is bone dry, it's overheated, it's all of these things, I'm going to rescue it. In a lot of ways, you're better off letting that thing die in there. I mean, tell them what the problem is. They're probably not going to fix it. But if they have that happen where they don't make money because nobody's buying it, they will quit buying those. And then they will quit doing that. So yeah, it may take a loss of 3 or 4, which sucks. But that's way better than people continually buying from them and their business growing because of them doing shitty work. You're literally rewarding shitty work and you're feeling good about it by calling it a rescue. It's not a goddamn rescue. Literally the opposite of a rescue. A rescue would be going to the animal shelter and getting something. Sometimes there's a fee involved there to recover their cost. But they're a 501c3. They should be able to break down why they charge that. Your local for-profit business, when you buy from them, you're not rescuing. You're promoting. If you want to buy from them, that's okay. I don't have an issue with it. But just when you go online, call it what it is. I went into place X and bought this. Don't say, I went into place X and rescued this. Unless you went into your local animal shelter and actually rescued something. Or you went to a 501c3 and actually rescued something. You bought it. Okay? Own it. Own what you did. Own you were okay with that transaction. You made a conscious, honest decision to support that person's business or corporation or whatever by buying an animal in there that they turned for a profit. I don't care that people turn profits on animals. I'm doing it all the time. It's kind of my job, right? So I'm not ripping the profit. What I'm ripping is the fact that we're calling things rescues that aren't. And then we're telling people, oh, you just got to go into these places that are bad and rescue these poor animals. Nope, because they're going to continue to buy from the biggest wholesale, worst situation they can at the bottom rock, cheapest that they can, sell it for a profit with shitty care because they're making money. Don't help them do that. Buy from your local breeder. Buy from a breeder you know. Buy from a large breeder if you want that you know. I don't care, but at least own the fact you made the purchase, not the rescue. You may say, well, it's no big deal. It is a big deal. And the reason it's a big deal is the emotional promotion of what you're doing. You're just trying to make yourself feel like you did a good thing. Hey, you bought an animal. Great. I'm happy for you. You didn't rescue it. Just throwing that out there because you actually are promoting those businesses. Kurt, anything you want to add?
No.
What do you feel about people promoting shitty businesses by calling it a rescue? Not by naming the business a rescue, by I bought this from shitty business X and then saying I rescued it from shitty business X.
I think they're doing it more for themselves than the animal.
Bingo! We have a winner. That's true. I think that's very true. And that's okay. If you want to buy it, fucking buy it. Like, it's cool, man. I don't care. Just care about the semantics. Caleb,
what I mean
go ahead.
is, I think they're trying to do it for likes or for sympathy on social media.
Oh, we do a little virtue signaling? Well, I'm so great. Look at me. I just rescued this animal. Everybody loved me for 30 seconds because I did such a good thing. Is that what you're thinking?
Yep.
Perfect. Caleb, what's your thoughts on all this?
No, I agree. And I think there are business, like, there's nothing wrong if you have a business.
I did tell you I'll make you do this like all the time now.
I know.
All right. So you're used to it.
Yeah. There are businesses. I'll stand up. I'm more professional, actually.
There you go, buddy.
There are businesses you'll have locally to you, whether they're mom and pop. You may have a chain store near you. That is good. And there is nothing wrong with buying that. As much as I know people who shit on PetSmarts and Petcos, I personally had a local PetSmart to me when I was younger. That was amazing. They did above and beyond against corporate wishes. I have nothing wrong with you getting an animal from there.
Absolutely.
But call it what it is. Yeah. It's you bought the animal, you didn't rescue it. Now, I do have a problem with you buying one from even if you call it, oh, I bought this from here, and it's a, whatever, I don't know what fake business name you called it.
Dildos.
Yes.
Dildos Quality Reptiles.
You're still supporting them, no matter how you call it. And that itself is the issue.
I do have to say, there is such a place such as Dildos Quality Reptiles. I am very sorry. Kind of like South Park, all likenesses are purely accidental to real people. Did Tom Cruise ever come out of that closet? Sorry! That's a South Park reference. Anyway, no, I agree. And there's nothing wrong with buying. There are good Petcos. There are good PetSmarts. We did drop their name.
Yep.
So we do need to cover that. They're not all bad. It's a very localized thing. But yeah, just own it.
Yep.
Own what it is.
Yep.
Yep.
But I would agree with Curtis that I think a lot of it's that there are some that are for personal games. You've seen it on TikTok or even YouTube where the video's been framed a certain way or things like that. But I also think sometimes people just don't want to pay full price for an animal, so they go and find one that's not necessarily in the greatest situation. They try and talk down prices. I've seen that happen.
I'm not talking down prices. I like to do a little negotiation myself.
No, I agree.
But I'm not going to
But don't turn around and say, this is a rescue.
It ain't a rescue.
Unless, I have seen people talk to a terrible pet shop and talk them all the way down to where even the manager was like, just take it. I don't want to deal with this hassle.
Oh, you know what? Let me show you one of these rescues. You keep talking for a second.
Okay.
You got
keep
this.
talking.
Yeah. Just take a moment, maybe.
Yeah. So, I have seen that. So, there's nothing wrong with that either. But just be honest and upfront. But there's a lot on YouTube I've seen where there's fake saving injured animals that they set up, or the injured animal itself was injured for the video. And that happens quite a bit. I don't know what else to say. Curtis, do you have anything?
She's in the middle of working on some things.
I don't know how long I'm supposed to keep talking, so we're just gonna. Curtis, you got anything fun and exciting?
Well, man, you are gonna have to get better at it.
I know, but I wasn't prepared.
That's the whole point. We're never prepared. You saw me have to do 2 takes to start this thing. So the one I was gonna pull out is a little bit busy, but I'll tell you a story about a rescue that's not a rescue. So I have this albino girl. She's a big girl now. That's why I don't want to get her out here because she's, And I got her from a buddy of mine. Okay, I'm gonna name drop him. I got her from Redneck Jeff. That's one of the first ways I met old Redneck Jeff. Now Redneck Jeff had rescued that snake, and he had rescued that snake. It was not a purchase. It was a house that somebody had I don't know. It's one of those Jeff stories. If you knew Jeff, you know what I'm talking about. Just know he had to rescue 5 snakes from this house, and there was 15 that had already died because the care level was that terrible. Okay, not on Jeff. Jeff did a good thing. So Jeff takes this thing that he did rescue. He didn't buy it. There was no money exchanged. It was a holy crap, come get this because this person, we haven't seen him in forever, dipped out, and this is what's going on. He got that thing back healthy, right? Helped get that thing back to snuff. And then he sold it, and I bought it. So did I rescue that snake? Fuck no! I bought it from Redneck Jeff. Now, Redneck Jeff did rescue it, but I didn't. I can't say, look at my pretty rescue snake. No, I bought it. I bought it. It's a great snake. Surprised it, Jeff was surprised it lived, but he didn't sell it fucked up. He got it fixed. So that's the difference. I gave money to Jeff, and I guess I could say, well, he had to recoup his cost. I probably paid him more than he had in it, technically. So he made a profit off of me, and he's mad about it because I breed it every year. Jeff, she's still making eggs for me. He gets pissed every year I breed that thing. But anyway, that's the difference. Rescue, he went in, he saved it, right? The only thing we did that was kind of a semi-rescue was there was a house fire. We brought a lot of the snakes here to try to get them back healthy when they didn't have a place to go for a little while. Then they went back. That would be kind of a rescue temporary. But when you're buying it, you're buying it. That's my only caveat.
Yep.
Caleb, you're right here. Kurt, anything you want to add?
No.
Man, I'm fucking the camera up today. All right, guys, that's all we got, I guess. We will catch you all next time.